Welcome back! Let's take a look at the Rio Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. The Rio recently became fully integrated as a Hyatt Hotel. It is undergoing extensive renovations, more on that in a moment. If you have status with Hyatt, be sure to skip the main line and head to the VIP area instead. There's not much signage, but you turn to the right as you enter. Unfortunately, the VIP area was not open when I arrived at 9 p.m., so I had to wait in line for about 20 minutes before I got my keycard. There was a distinct smell of weed in the hallway and it seeped into the room. Annoying, but perhaps not unexpected. I booked the cheapest room available and got a modest upgrade to a high-floor strip-view room in the Masquerade Tower. As I mentioned before, the Rio is getting a full revamp, and the Masquerade Tower has not been touched yet. And there's a pretty big difference between the old and the new rooms. So let's take a look at how the unrenovated rooms are holding up. The rooms are large and were in surprisingly decent shape. I was expecting something shabbier. The bathroom was fine, nothing fancy, but everything worked. There's a little window here in the shower through to the bedroom, which is an interesting idea. Soaps are in the big bottles attached to the wall. Heading into the bedroom area, it's quite spacious with a bed, a desk, and a large sofa. The furnishings are basic, but in semi-decent shape. The only major complaint I had about the furnishings in the unrenovated rooms is that there's no convenient access to power or USB by the bed, so expect to be reaching behind the nightstands to get to an outlet. There's a mini fridge here that's available for your use, which is welcome. Most hotels I've been to in Vegas don't have fridges for personal use. The description for the room says there's a 65-inch TV, and this is by far the smallest 65-inch TV I've ever seen. One of the reasons I decided to check out this hotel is that it's a proper Hyatt hotel, which means certain perks available to Hyatt Globalists are honored here. In particular, resort fees are waived, and full breakfast is provided. The resort fee waiver in particular makes this an attractive offering for Hyatt Globalists. Weekday prices are frequently as low as $30 a night without the normal $40 resort fee. Additionally, Globalists get full breakfast for up to 2 adults and 2 children. Breakfast is provided at the Hash House Go-Go restaurant. What exactly is covered for Globalists has been in flux. During my visit, they provided a special limited menu, and only items from this menu would get covered. Additionally, there was no to-go option available. The breakfast was decent, if not very exciting, but the service was prompt and pleasant. One major thing to consider before staying at the Rio is that it is decidedly off-strip. It's about in line with the Bellagio and Caesar's Palace, but set back behind the highway. The immediate vicinity around the Rio is pretty industrial and not very interesting to look at. However, it is certainly possible to walk to the Strip from the Rio, and it takes about 20 to 25 minutes at a brisk pace. The first route is the most direct, out of the main lobby area of the Rio and down Flamingo Road and over the highway. The video here shows the walk back from the Strip to the Rio. The other route offers more chances for shade and involves walking out of the convention center area of the Rio, through the parking lot and under the highway via Twain Avenue. This spits you out more in line with the Mirage. I preferred this route as it had more shade. Either route felt perfectly safe during the day. Not sure how comfortable I'd feel walking through it at nighttime though. Before I talk about the pros and cons, it's important to set expectations here. After taxes and fees, I was paying right around $40 a night for a room, which is impressively cheap. With that in mind, here's my breakdown. On the pro side of things, the unrenovated rooms surpassed my expectations. Things were clean and still functioned fine. It is very inexpensive and an amazing value for a Hyatt Globalist with a resort fee waiver and the breakfast provided. On the con side of things, it's an off-strip location. Expect a lot of walking or paying for taxis or Ubers. It's undergoing major construction, so expect smells and noises throughout the hotel. And I found the sheets on the bed to be rather scratchy. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments or have stayed here yourself, I'd love to hear your thoughts below.